Resources are coming in. You are being seen. It is time for you to stand bold. There is nothing that is going to harm you in this next chapter of your life. Do you understand? You are no longer allowed to be invisible. Okay, is a message that's coming through from your higher self. All right, you're not allowed to be invisible no more. There is something here about, there is a certain part of your blueprint, the next chapter of your blueprint is being activated. Okay, and with this there's going to be a lot of shifts. Hello babies, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Seraphic. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks, it's been busy, but I'm back now. Okay. Sometimes I don't have time to record, or sometimes I just can't find the time, but things have settled down, so I'm here. Okay, but there is something here about your visibility. Okay, for those of you that have been playing invisible, you are no longer allowed to be invisible in this next chapter. Okay, you are going to be seen. I'm hearing something about going from exclusive to inclusive, or from inclusive to exclusive. Okay, exclusive being private, inclusive being in the community, all eyes on you. You may notice that you're getting a lot more attention than usual. Your magnetism is growing. Okay, and this is due to some of the self work that you've been doing. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you journaling. I'm also hearing some of you have cut out coffee or certain stimulants that you was using in order to help you to kind of get through life, or just to get through daily activities. Okay, I'm also hearing, or the advice here is also that if you are trying to move from certain stimulants like coffee, I'm also hearing cacao as well. A lot of people don't know that cacao actually contains a little bit of caffeine in it, if I'm not mistaken, and is known as a stimulant. Okay, but too much of it, just like anything, too much of anything can, you know, not necessarily be beneficial for you. Okay, so there's something here about, if you are in a space of trying to, you know, stay away from certain stimulants like coffee, cacao, things like that, there's something here about trying mushroom coffee. I know it does have a different type of coffee in it, but that might be beneficial for you. But there's also something here about trying certain natural supplements. I'm also hearing mushrooms, so things like lion's mane. I'm also hearing shiitake mushrooms as well, so mushrooms could be significant. Okay, this could also be something about you maybe adopting a plant-based diet as opposed to whatever diet you have right now. Some of you are moving from carnivore diets and keto diets into more plant-based whole food diets. Okay, but there's something here significant about like your food. A lot of you may notice that the relationship that you have with food is starting to change. Okay, you may have noticed the patterns of this happening from literally the eclipse. So due to the eclipse that we've just had, a lot of things have been removed. Okay, a lot of things have shifted. I'm also hearing Mandela effect, so some of you are noticing that there are certain things that you don't remember being a certain way. Okay, so for instance, there might be a certain song, right, that you may have been listening to, but all of a sudden maybe you can't find that song, or that song is now featuring different artists. Or you remember there was a particular picture that had a particular sort of color, and now that color is completely different, and you know that color that color was not the color that picture originally had, right? So there's a lot of Mandela effects and stuff like that that's going on. Okay, quantum shifting, quantum jumping, all of those kind of things. Okay, I am seeing that some of you are in this space where it's almost like you are allowing yourself to kind of observe what is going on, and not getting attached to certain situations. Okay, is also what I'm hearing. But when it comes to this next chapter of your life, you are being required to listen more carefully and to really double down on what your intuitive promptings are trying to, the messages that they are trying to relay to you at this particular time, is also what I'm getting. Okay, I'm also hearing that you are going to hear about a lot of I'm hearing catastrophes happening around you. Okay, a lot of you may be receiving, or maybe hearing about divine justices that are going to be happening for people that may have done wrongdoings to you, or situations from years ago that you felt like you didn't get any kind of justice from. The justice is about to be served. Okay, or the justice is being served as we speak, and you are either going to hear about it, see it, or it's going to come across to you as some type of information. I'm seeing a letter, I'm seeing an email, I'm also seeing a big payout as well. I'm also seeing that how you are going from someone who is going from unseen to seen is that some of you may be getting an unexpected job promotion, or some of you are going to be in a space where you are going to be relocating abruptly. Okay, there is a certain city, country, or space that needs your energy quite like stat. I heard pronto. Okay, I'm also hearing that the environment that you're currently in is not suffice for you, and some of you have been getting messages about this. I am hearing that there is going to be a help that is going to be provided through certain people, resources, mediums, and things of that nature to help you make this transition or make this shift. Okay, I'm also hearing, sorry for your condolences in advance, there is someone that some of you may have buried at this particular time. I am seeing a male. Okay, and you could be the female. Okay, I'm seeing that you could have been quite close to this male. This could have been a brother, a cousin, a father, a grandfather, an uncle, or just someone who was a family friend, but someone you considered quite close. Okay, I'm also seeing that as well. But the reason why they're mentioning that actually is because this particular individual that has passed over, the energy, I'm hearing the energy imprint of them, or the energetic signature of them, is still tied to you in some way. And I am hearing that their energy is somehow going to be assisting you in this next journey, in this next chapter. They're going to be helping you to become seen. And I also feel like the reason why this person has been assigned to you energetically as well, from the other side, is because they may have been someone who was quite well known within your community, in a sense, not famous or, you know, anything like that, but they were kind of like the life of the party. Like when they were in the room, you knew they were in the room. Okay, they received really good accolades. I'm hearing that this person just had a really good representation amongst the people that you was around and amongst the community, and I'm seeing that they are now sort of giving you their gifts and traits so that you can incorporate this into your next chapter, because your next chapter requires you to be seen in a way that you haven't been seen before. Meaning, in your community, you are going to be recognized for the field that you're in, for the research that you do. Kind of like you taking a leap of faith to know that this is tried and true. Like you've always known that you've kind of been meant for bigger and better things, and that bigger and better is now here. I'm hearing big, better, best. Or is it good, better, best? I'm also hearing that song by Jaden Smith, Icon, and the part of the song that's standing out to me most is Icon Living. Okay, going back to the Mandela effect, right? It's interesting because I keep referencing that song with I don't know why, it's Rema and is it Selena Gomez? I think, is it called Calm Down? Okay, there's something here about like that particular song, you not realizing that there was another artist on that song, or you just remember it was a solo song, or maybe there's two versions. There's something around that particular song, I don't know, so that could be a synchronicity for you. Okay, something about you didn't know that there was more than one artist on that particular song, or you're having similar experiences with songs like that, where it's like all of a sudden there's a remix, and that apparently that remix was the original. Okay, and this is to do with like the Mandela effect. Okay, I'm also hearing that some of you have been dreaming of like caves. Some of you have been dreaming of like mountain peaks, but like when it's dark. So you're on a mountain peak and it's dark. Okay, the cave is talking about you going inwards. It's talking about you being in a space of, I'm kind of getting the hermit. Okay, you being in a space of being in this sort of solitude, or just being in this dark space, or just being by yourself in order to hear the inner wisdom that needs to be presented to you at this time. And it's the same with the mountain peak. It's like you can't see anything on the peak of the mountain when it's dark, but you can hear everything, you can sense everything, and you can sense that you're at a higher altitude. Okay, it's something about you becoming more sensitive to your surroundings. Okay, so there's also something here about spirit saying that even with this recognition that you're about to start receiving, with all of the accolades that you're about to start receiving, with all of like the rewards and the recognition you're about to start receiving, there is something here about you being in a space where your intuition is being fine-tuned at this particular time, which relates back to the food. You may be noticing that there are certain foods that just don't resonate with you anymore. I'm seeing someone eat something and then all of a sudden they start to feel nauseous in the mouth, or you've been having a lot of stomach issues of lately, and you haven't done anything drastic to your diet. You've been eating the same, but all of a sudden certain foods are not digesting or digesting. Digestive biscuits could also be significant, okay? That could be a snack that you like, okay? Or there's something about the brand McVitie's, okay? But you could be noticing you're not necessarily digesting your food properly, or you're noticing that you're just having more issues when it comes to that, when it comes to the aspect of food, okay? And that's because right now your system is upgrading, like your being is upgrading, just like computers upgrade, human bodies go through upgrades too, okay? And there is something about, in order for you to I'm hearing really be tuned in and locked into this next phase, okay? Some of you, this is to do with career. Some of you, this is just to do with your life in general, okay? You as a person just elevating. And there's something here about the next chapters that you are going to be living are, I'm hearing they're personal, okay? Not that you want to prove something in your life, but it's kind of like at this particular time, it's like a double mission. It's like, not necessarily getting back at the people that doubted you, but there's something here about your come up is going to be one of the greatest testimonies anyone has ever seen. People that have doubted you, people that have believed in you, people that just couldn't fathom who you were as a person, like the genuinity of you, okay, is what I'm seeing. It's like people are going to be, it's like starstruck. It's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, they're just not going to be able to believe it. However, I'm seeing that the reason why this, like, you're needing to embody this whole aspect of it feeling personal is because you need that fire. You need the fire and the anger and the disrespect and all of the things that came with it to fuel you for the next step, because nothing else at the moment is fueling you. So if you've noticed that there have been certain situations around you where you've just felt like all you've received is just utter disrespect, and you just feel like shit has just not like gone your way and people have just been giving you the shitty end of the stick, this has happened as a way to motivate you and to really kind of give you a kick up the bum, is what I'm hearing, to get things done. I'm also hearing revenge glow up for those of you that kind of, you know, deal with those type of things. I'm hearing revenge grow up, or even like, I'm even hearing like a breakup. Your breakup is fueling you to do better. Your breakup is fueling this good glow up, is kind of what I'm getting, okay? So that's what I'm kind of seeing for you. But I do feel like at this particular time there was another song. I don't know who the artist is, but I believe the song is Believer, okay? It's kind of like a pop, I don't want to say rock. I don't think it's rock. I don't really know that genre, okay? But I know I've heard it on like maybe TikTok Reels or YouTube, but it's like, it would be one of those popular songs people would use. And I'm sure the chorus is something about believer, okay? So that song could also be significant, all right? There's also something about toenail clippings. I don't know why. Toenail clippings. You need to clip your toenails or go and get a pedicure, manicure, whatever that is. Or you are in the nail industry, or you're trying to break into the nail industry for some of you. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get some cards and see what else is coming through. But I just feel like you're just going through these changes, and these changes are going to be for the better. And I'm also hearing spirit say, do not fight against these changes, okay? These changes are part of the intentions and prayers you have been asking for, okay, or you've been putting out into the universe, and they are now finally being answered, okay? And some of you have been sitting on these ideas, and some of you are meant to pioneer things, and you are needing to get started with that now. They're not saying that you are supposed to like run and basically run before you walk, but you have been getting the prompting to start something, even if it's very, very small, whether it's registering a business or registering to something, okay? You are being told to move. Okay, so the number 101 could be significant. So your birthday could be the 10th of the 1st month, 10th of January, or you was born in the 1st of the month, or you're a life path 1, or 101 is a number you've been seeing, but I'm also seeing 111 as well. Okay, or you could be a life path 1. That's also what I was getting. Life path 1s, life path 7s, and life path 9s. This particular part of your soul's blueprint, this part of your life is being activated now, and you can feel it. You're coming into divine service, which is to do with like philanthropy, humanitarianism, if I'm saying that correctly, things of that nature. Okay, 101, starting over. And it covers intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal, spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experiences. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around you. Understand that it's a process, the peace and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. So I kind of feel like for some of you, maybe you haven't been moving because of previous failures before, and maybe that's what's got you in a chokehold. But at the end of the day, this life experience, you are meant to make mistakes. Okay? And to be honest, it's not even a mistake. It's just a lesson. Okay? It's just a lesson. Right? And everything is a lesson. Some lessons are successful, some lessons are not, but even the ones that you may feel are not, are because you've learned from them in order to kind of make that lesson or that thing you've gone through become a better experience for you. So do not let certain fears cripple you. And I am seeing that because of, I'm seeing certain ages, like I'm seeing the age 46, I'm also seeing 56 as well. Those ages are significant. But later years, mature years, some of you are stuck in the mindset of, oh, I'm too old to pursue that thing, or I'm too old to, please, I beg. Like, please, you are never too old to do anything. Okay, that is just something that has been created by the society to make you feel crippled and to cause you to die before you're actually buried. Okay, live your life according to what your spirit feels like it wants to do. If you want to get back into dance at the ages of 77, I was about to say 76, then do that. If you want to learn an instrument and you are now hitting, I don't know, 45, do that. If you are wanting to completely up level and uproot your life, do that. Do you know how many videos I've seen on YouTube recently of people, especially millennials, right, that have gone through this process of being in their 30s, 40s, and feel like they are starting their lives over again? Some people still in a space of, you know, beep for confirmation. Some people in a space of still feeling like they're trying to figure their lives out, trying to get things sorted, don't know where they're going, but they're just deciding to start over again. And some of them feel guilty for it, but the truth of the matter is that things shift, okay? And when you decide to make a decision for yourself that is beneficial for yourself, that's your decision. It doesn't have fuck shit to do with society. Okay? Age is literally just a number. And at the end of the day, your life, you're constantly going through cycles and constantly learning things and constantly up leveling. Do you know how many different versions of you become in just this lifetime alone? But the problem is that we are taught to be one way, to believe one thing, and all of these things. And it's like now, as a collective, we are learning that one shoe does not necessarily fit all, like we have been told to believe. Okay? And this is where you're at right now. So this is also why it's a thing where this part of your blueprint is being activated, because there are certain nuggets, knowledge, wisdom that you have received through living like the first half of your life is also kind of what I'm getting, okay? It's like, I'm hearing that the first part of your life is almost like a dummy run. Now you're ready for the real aspects of your life, which is going to come with joy, which is going to come with abundance. Not to say that it's going to be 100% smooth sailing, because nothing ever really is. But your perception and how you react to certain things that may seem chaotic or seem out of sync is going to be completely different, because you understand that life is flowing with a different rhythm. Do you understand? So don't be afraid to start over, okay? your magnetism is increasing because there are going to be certain people who are going to be magnetizing to you to help kind of pull you out of this bubble that you might be in. And you may even be noticing this now. Like, there are people coming around you, loving who you are as a person. You're sharing your story with them, you're letting them know like who you are, and this could be in a workplace, this could just be I'm even seeing like a coffee shop or a library, and someone just randomly just comes up and speaks to you, and then all of a sudden you kind of hit it off and you end up developing some type of relationship with them, whether it's platonic or romantic, okay? And they end up helping you in some type of way with the resources that they have access to. And that is not by coincidence, that's by design, because it's time for you to move. And Spirit has literally positioned this person, and this person could even be considered an earth angel or someone of high angelic resonance, okay, to help you. The big break, 1515 is a number. You could be being born on the 15th of the month, or the month of June is significant, or you could be a life path 6, 1 or 5, born on the 5th, born on the 1st, or any of these months. I'm also hearing January is significant for somebody, okay? The big break, innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills and goals, an opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming coming your way. What did I just say? What did I just say? It could be, I strongly feel like it's a person. There is someone coming in to help you, because the magnetism that you have right now is what is going to help catapult you and allow you to start to receive a lot of the things that you have wanted to manifest. However, you've got to come out of your comfort zone, and these people are coming in to help you come out of your comfort zone, okay? You're not allowed to be invisible no more, okay? You're not allowed to be invisible no more. You have to be seen. This is your time to be seen in your full entirety. And some of you, the fear of being seen is to do with witch wounds. It is to do with the aspect of certain things that may have happened in previous lives or parallel lives, where you felt like you know, you got punished for speaking your truth or being who you were, whether that was a witch, whether that was a warlock, whether that was someone who practiced root magic, things of that nature. However, this time is different. There is a lot of divine protection that you do have, okay, that will prevent you from being a target is also what I'm hearing. I don't know why I'm getting, it's more so probably a representation, okay. The book by 50 Cent is significant, Curtis Jackson, but also the story about him being shot 9 times is also significant, but I don't feel it's about his actual story. I feel like the reason why they're bringing it to me is more of a representation to say that initially the aspect of someone being shot 9 times should have literally taken their life. There we go, literally taken their life, and it didn't, okay. In his situation, it didn't, okay. So it's kind of like the symbolism of there might be things that try to take you out, but because you are here for a specific person. Ooh, I meant to say purpose. All right, hold on a minute, because I said person. You are here for a specific person. It could be people, okay. I feel like there may be a connection between you and a person that possibly you haven't met yet, and this does not have to be platonic. This could also be that you are here for a specific person, like your children, okay. Or a lot of you, maybe you agreed to do this life because of one specific person. I want to say Pacific, okay, I don't know why. So the Pacific Ocean could be significant, okay. Or the person who is in this life that you are here for or protecting or being of aid to is a water baby of some sort, okay. Mermaids could be significant, okay. Sirius A and Sirius B could also be significant, because you could have had lives there too, okay. Or that could be your what do you call it, galactic ancestral history, okay. Or one of your most recent parallel lives, okay, if you guys are resonating with that. But there's something here about a specific person. Okay, so someone could be here and they may feel like you are a specific person, why they are here, because you have to understand that everyone that comes onto this realm of existence has a particular mission. Sometimes certain beings just come down here to eat, you know, to experience human food, you know. Let's look. Yeah, sometimes people literally just come down here to experience being human, to experience the food, to experience being drunks, to experience being alcoholics, to experience being drug addicts, things of that nature. Do you understand? Everyone has a different mission, and sometimes people's missions is not necessarily as big as being a global star or coming down here and making a massive difference when it comes to environmentalism. No, sometimes someone's life purpose, okay, I just went blank for a minute, shit, someone's life purpose literally could be to come down here just to be a mother, just to be a father, literally, or even just to come down here to give a message or something, and then they go over to the other side. Okay, do you understand? Sometimes it could be as simple as that. Like, even with the aspect of like a child or miscarrying, that child taught you something while that child was in your womb, or while you was preparing to be a father to that child that, you know, your partner was carrying, or whatever the situation is. But there's always a lesson behind it. Do you understand? So you have to understand that, like, there could be a thing where you are here for one particular person, and maybe your life, you've got double missions, but one of your missions is for that particular person. And I'm starting to get hot, so I know that I'm channeling. Okay, so it's a thing where it's like someone could also be here for you as well, and that person is now coming into your life, is also what I'm feeling. Okay, but there's something here about you. There's a focus and a spotlight on you right now, okay? Because there was an agreement that you made about who you was going to influence, how you was going to influence them, and the level of commitment you was going to have for this divine mission, what I'm hearing, at this particular time. And your intuition has been telling you that. Hence why you're having these dreams, hence why you're feeling different, okay? You may have woken up feeling different, feeling strange, feeling disconnected from like your current reality, and that's for a reason, okay? But things will start to settle down and things will start to come in. But you are in a space where an opportunity to help, like someone's coming in to help you, okay? The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Yes, this is like, I feel like it's your reward season, but it doesn't come without like certain lessons, okay? But I feel like because of the first half of your life and what you've had to experience and go through, 27 is significant, okay? Someone could be that age, born on the 2nd, born on the 7th, be those life path numbers, or being born in February or July, okay? Or add those numbers together, September, okay? Someone's birthday could be possibly coming up as well, okay? And there may be a grand gesture, but you are ready for this next chapter, and you have to allow yourself to be open to being seen, okay? There's something here about training yourself to being seen, okay? I'm hearing something here about recording private videos or going to certain places that are a lot more busy and have a lot more crowds, so that you can get comfortable being seen, okay? Because you may notice now that a lot of people are staring at you. A lot more people are wanting to approach you. A lot more people are wanting to talk to you. Yeah, baby, your magnetism is sky high. Do you get it? Because of what you are meant to be doing, okay? And because some of you don't want this, this is also why which is why you're getting this. You know, sometimes when we're just like, oh, we just can't bother with things, or we don't want certain things. Like, for instance, the perfect example is someone who's not really fussed about money. They get all the money in the world. They ain't got to worry about finances. But someone who really wants the money and is trying to push, because they've got so much momentum behind it, they find it harder to achieve the amount of, you know, wealth and currency that the other person is achieving, even though that person is not bothered whether they get it or not, okay? So I bless that message resonates. I remember I did say, oh my gosh, I remember I said 111 was significant. This is the number that's at the bottom, okay? Intuition, time to implement long cherished ideas. I said this earlier, okay? You're on the right track. towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. You know, when I can't fucking make this up. So anyone that comes and tells me, oh, I don't know if it's... Get off my page. I don't want to hear you. Do you understand? Everything I literally just said has been confirmed with just this one, well, the 3 cards that I've pulled. Okay? Because most of this, the message was channeled. Okay? Resources are coming in. You are being seen. It is time for you to stand bold. There is nothing that is going to harm you in this next chapter of your life. Do you understand? You are the pioneer. You are the person people have been waiting for. Your community has been waiting for. The world, in some aspects, have been waiting for. The city and country that these people in are waiting for you. It's time for you to step out and I just heard do the damn thing. Okay? You. Allow your voice to be heard. Allow you to be seen. And I don't just mean your physical, your energy, because your energy is what's pulling these people in. The magnetism is coming in because it's time for you to be seen right now. There ain't no time to be playing games. Okay? And your next chapter is not going to feel like work. It's going to feel effortless. It's going to feel like right place, right people, right time, right situation, right decision, right timing. Right to life. Because some of you have been feeling like an imposter, like, and I don't mean imposter in like, oh my gosh, I have so much, how am I deserving of all of this? No, I feel like you feel like you're an imposter, like, shit, this shit is ghetto. Why the fuck am I living like this when I know full well I should be rolling in it? It's on the other end. Do you understand? And you will receive, baby. You will receive, and no one in this next chapter can fucking stop you. Yeah, they tried to stop you before. They can't stop you now. Okay? Because it's divine will. Okay? Whatever the divine says goes. And you remember, you are divinity. Alright? Okay. I bless that message resonates. I'll see you guys in the next video.